Hey everybody, it's Mama M from the Pagan Mama and Mama M's Spellbook and Candle in Carson City. I am here answering your questions in another edition of the Medium Mondays video series. I have a couple of questions that were sent in on the Pagan Mama's Facebook page, which is where we actually do the Medium Mondays segment. So I have picked a couple of the questions that were submitted and I'm going to answer them for you today. So here we go. So there's two questions that kind of go together that I'm going to address today. Number one comes from Nona Ray, who is a very popular commenter on the Pagan Mama's Facebook page. So hello. We adore all of you, by the way. I mean, we really do talk about you guys behind the scenes and worry about your problems and wish you all well and send you mental hugs. So anyhow, so she wants to know, what do you think happens to us after this life? Let's talk about the Summerland. And then Brandy, who is one of the other 5 admins for the Pagan Mama, says, what do you think animal guides do / are? And then Nona, of course, fed off of that one and says, hey, Brandy has a good question. It makes me wonder, what do you believe happens to animals after this life? Are their spirits similar to human? So I'm going to try to encapsulate all of this. And shameless plug here, I do talk a lot about my personal beliefs as per what is brought to me from spirits, and different things that I just feel are at least my truth, if not everyone else's truth, in my book, which you can get on Amazon through Kindle and directly through my website, which you can get an autographed version of the paperback that way. And it looks like this right there. And it's backwards, I'm sure, for your view. So it is The Diary of a Witchy Woman, Year in the Life of a Wife, Witch, Mother, and Medium by Emily Brown, which is me. There's me and the kids right on the front cover. It sells for $14.95 in paperback and I believe $9.99 on Kindle. And I don't charge any extra for you to get it autographed if you buy it directly from me. So just a thought, and I will put all the links to do so at the bottom of the video on YouTube. So check those out. So here's what I've got. To me, Summerland is kind of more of just a all-encompassed home, okay? When we pass through the physical realm, our spirit is not in a place where we need to help be crossed over into an unknown place such as heaven or the Summerland. We can't, we're not forced to stay, on the other side of some iron curtain that says we're not allowed to come back and visit anymore if we are quote-unquote crossed over. I know a lot of people kind of believe in that theory in different ways, whether it's just helping a spirit to understand that they have passed from their physical body and helping them understand what they're supposed to do next. And then, of course, some people believe that the only reason that a spirit would still be present in the physical world would be if they have unfinished business and need to be crossed over to the other side. Personally, I don't believe in crossing over. It's just a transition from physical to spiritual. Based on all the visits that I've had and the conversations that I've had with spirits, I tend to believe a little bit differently. I believe that it's just, like I said, it's just a transition from physical to spiritual realm. We are in our physical body and then we are not. Something I talk about a lot in my book is helper spirits and learning spirits. So I personally believe, and I believe this is something similar to I believe it was Sylvia Browne who wrote Hello from Heaven. I could be wrong. I'll double check that, and I'll get you a link to purchase that book as well. She says that before you are born, you sit with a team of guides, like highest ranked type angels, highest ranked type guardian spirits, people who have done this lifetime so many times that they really have got all there is about life. So you sit with them and you make out a plan for how many years you're going to be on Earth, what your life is going to be like, what challenges you're going to face, obstacles, things like that. And then you are born into your physical body, and then you are faced with all those challenges that you set yourself up with in order to learn whatever you need to learn in this lifetime. So when you finish this lifetime, you go back to the Summerland, go back home, and kind of reflect over it and discuss with those same guides, those same spirits that helped you plan your life in the first place, and you figure out, what did I learn? Where do I still need to strengthen myself in certain areas? And then you can kind of hang out as long as you want or go right back into life. Which spawns off on a whole bunch of different tangents in my book, where I start talking about my feelings on homosexuality. Just a brief oversight on this. What I firmly believe that transgender and homosexual people were a certain way so many times in a row in their past lives, and then they jumped right back into a body, so to speak, and it was different from what they had been through so early on before, that their spirit just can't make that transition, can't try something new. So like I said, that's just a brief oversight of my feelings on it, and I absolutely have nothing against homosexuals. I have so many friends who are gay and lesbian and transgender, and I love you guys. I love you so much. So, it's not to say anything bad. It's just, for example, if you were male in your past, 5 lives, and then all of a sudden you think, I don't want to wait, I want to do it again, I'm ready, and you go jump into another baby to be born into the physical world again, and this time you're a female, you didn't get that transition phase, you didn't get that debriefing period, and so I think it's really hard for the soul to twist that way, and so it just feels so natural for you to be male when you are now female, and that's where those different things come into play. That's my theory, and I've never been steered wrong by the spirits, so that's what I stick with. So as far as Summerland, I don't think that it is like a permanent place. You don't just die here, go there at the end. That's not how it works. You can choose to come back. You can choose everything about the life you want to lead next. You can choose to stay there if you want to, and there is no gate that closes behind you once you get there that says you cannot come back and oversee your loved ones and partake in their lives and things like that. So that is how I feel about the Summerland, about the other side, whatever you would like to call it. And then as far as Brandy was talking about the animals, it's kind of the same thing. I really think that animals come and go. I'm not sure because, I can't have like an English conversation with a cat or something on the other side. But I think that it works the same way where, the animals can go to the other side and still come back and visit you. I have woken up in the middle of the night several times because I heard my mom's past dog. I heard her tags jingle. I felt her jump onto the bed and lay down at my feet like she used to. And she's been gone for years. And, it's that way a lot. I have a big, golden retriever type dog that kind of haunts my backyard, so to speak. I've never met this dog, but I know exactly where it is buried. So it's just, I think it just works the same way, if that helps. And now that I've thoroughly rambled through this whole video, let me try to touch on the last little bit that we were talking about as far as spirit guides. I'm sorry, not spirit guides, animal guides. I happen to know that my animal guide, my totem animal, is a panther. I can't tell you the first time I remember seeing her, but I have a huge black panther that comes with me everywhere. She is always visible to my third eye, I guess you would say. She is usually laying in a corner somewhere being lazy like cats do. But if something is really going wrong in my life, if I've been severely wronged in some way, she's up and she's pacing back and forth, and her fur is on end, and her teeth are showing, and she's growling, and she's angry, and that's usually when I know my anger on something is justified. If she's prowling around, then it's okay for me to be as angry as I am. I think that I think that animal guides and totem animals are chosen for us from our spirit guides. I think it's a representation of our qualities as a human being in any given life. So your totem animal would represent your strengths, your weaknesses, your fears, your intelligence, your silliness, and evaluating it on that level, it makes perfect sense for me to have this panther as my totem animal. I'm fine as long as you don't screw with me. So if you're going to try to screw with me, then you're going to get hurt. That's just, it's a large cat. You want to try and take that on, really? They may look so sweet and peaceful on the outside, but don't ever double cross them. Don't ever think that you're safe to do whatever you want. The cats are unpredictable in that way. So it makes total sense to me. There's a lot of different totem animals. Some people see ravens, there's owls, there's foxes, wolves, so many different things. So what you want to do, if you really feel like your spirit animal, your totem animal is one or the other, would be to do everything you can to research the meanings and the symbolism between you and that animal, and you could learn quite a bit about yourself. If you don't know what your spirit animal or totem animal is, then I would start doing research on different things. Go through the most common spirit animals that people claim to exist or claim to connect with, I guess would be a better choice of words, and see which one you feel fits you the best. And when you figure it out, it will feel like, oh, I should have known that all along, So, and another good way to look at it too is if you collect something and you don't really know why, it's just like, oh, I really, really like wolves. I have everything wolves. Then your totem animal might be a wolf. That might be your, hello, right here, in front of your face type deal. Really just take a look at yourself and try to figure out why you've been given the animal guide that you have, and, etc. So now that I am thoroughly done rambling, I need to get a move on, get some more stuff done today. But if you are going to be in the Reno or Carson City, Lake Tahoe, Sacramento area, those are all within easy traveling distance to my store, which is in Carson City. Poppy from the Pagan Mama and I are putting on a class. It is a powerful prosperity workshop, and it is going to be March 29th. As I glance at the calendar, it's a Saturday. It's an all-day workshop at my store. Cost is $150 per person, and with that you get obviously the cost of the class, lunch, coffee, kind of a goodie bag, which I won't tell you everything that's in there, but you're gonna love it. It's awesome. Tools for future workings. You'll also get a copy of Poppy's workbook to take home and help guide you through some guided learning for the next, I believe it goes a full year. And then also you will receive a little graduation present for attending the class. So if you are interested, make sure that you go to either the Pagan Mama and click the contact us link there, or you can go to my website, www.mamaemsworld.com. There's a link in the store shopping page, which will be on your left-hand side, left because I'm facing you, sorry. It will be on your left-hand side, and it says workshops. You can click that. You can select the Prosperity Workshop and reserve your spot, paying for it that way. If you definitely want to attend the class and will be able to make it, then, but the pricing is just a little bit out of your budget right now, we would be happy to set you up on a payment plan. Lots and lots of things going on. If you want to stay in touch and get exclusive coupons and be the first to know about workshops and things like this, then you want to join the Bell Book and Candle Club. We call it the BBC Club. You can do that from the front page of my website, www.mamaemsworld.com. Right at the top of the page, there's a link that says Join the BBC Club. If you click that and enter your email address, I will add you to the mailing list, and you will get exclusive coupons and invites to events and things like that. Also, same idea, if you are going to be in the area, make sure that you join that BBC Club, because we're also going to be doing a monthly ladies' night where you can come and learn about all kinds of adult products and find out how to enhance your sex life. So lots going on. Make sure that you stay in touch with us, and I look forward to your questions as always. And I love you guys. Mwah!